We have 7 games left. Just think about that. And we're sitting at 39 points. 39 points for Chelsea FC in the Premier League. It's quite embarrassing to say that as of right now. And I've been pretty happy and satisfied with how this season is going, even though, yes, I understand it's been a terrible season. But this game against Brighton broke me. I just watching this match was so sad and depressing because we obviously were resting players for our game against Real Madrid for our second leg. So Thiago Silva, Conte, Mason Mount, Reece James, even though Reece James did come on, and I believe Mason Mount came on as well. But these players were getting rested. So you'd want to hope and think that these players that have not played, so we're going with Modric, Chalobah, Pulisic, some of these players that you would expect to really show up today because, again, they haven't had many opportunities to play well, and it does not happen again. We were beaten all over the entire pitch. Yes, you could argue Brighton is the better team, but just think about that. We are saying Brighton is the better team. Chelsea spent over, 600 million just in the January transfer fees, and we look like a championship team right now, and it's quite remarkable because if it wasn't for the beginning of the season with Thomas Tuchel getting 10 points for us, we would be in a relegation battle right now. Now, whether we had some other manager at that point, we may have gotten some points. So I'm not going to say it's exactly Thomas Tuchel, but the fact that he got 10 points for us is the reason right now why we're so high. And when I say high, we're in the middle of the table, but high enough to be out of regulation. And it's just mind-boggling to say that because if we were to get relegated, which again is not going to happen anymore, but the fact is that we can be very close. We could finish in 17th right now. And we do play Nottingham Forest, who, again, they could still have a relegation battle with some of the teams, and so they're going to be playing very difficult. We play Manchester United, we play Arsenal, we play Manchester City, we play Newcastle and Bournemouth, and there's probably one other team I'm forgetting about, but of all those matches right now, I don't see us looking like the favorites at all. And the reason why is because we lost to Southampton. And Southampton was the bottom of the barrel this year, and we lost them 1-0. And so if we're looking at that match, yes, arguably we had Graham Potter, who things were not working out at that time frame, but they still have not been working out. We had our interim manager. We've now had Frank Lampard do multiple games. We lost to Wolves, we lost to Brighton, we lost to Real Madrid. It's not the manager problems right now. It's the squad itself. These players do not want to play. I don't know what we can possibly even do. We signed all these players on. Todd Bowley maybe made some mistakes. We can point some fingers, but right now, Chelsea are a sinking ship, which is, again, quite remarkable to say as of right now because the beginning of the season, we were looking like we were going to be title contenders with City, with Arsenal, with United, and that is not the case anymore. And like I said, we are sitting in 11th place right now. We are closer to the relegation zone, the drop zone, than we are to the top 4 at this point in the game with 7 games left in the season. This has to be the worst season ever, at least from what I can remember. And I've been watching for almost 20 years, and it's quite remarkable how poorly these players are playing because we know they have the capability, they have the talent, but yet for some reason, nothing can click for these players. And at this point, there's no motivation, minus Champions League, but even that is a massive uphill battle since we're down 2-0 to Real Madrid, who are the current champions. And I had high hopes going into that match, but after watching us play against Brighton, I think the season's pretty much just shot. We won't have anything in next season for Europe. We're not obviously going to be in Europa. We're not going to be in the Champions League, Conference, none of that. That's gone. We're only going to be able to focus on the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup, which maybe might be the best thing for us moving forward because whoever comes in as our new manager, they can then implement their ideas to these players and really focus on the Premier League itself and get us playing better and better, which we know we can do with these players. So I hate to do a rant when I don't usually do, but like I said, this game against Brighton broke my spirit for Chelsea this season, and I'm more or less looking forward to this season being done because it's hard to watch a game because we were up 1-0 and no point in this match did I think we were going to win this game. We couldn't control the possession. We couldn't string any passes together. We couldn't defend. We were chasing our tails the entire match, and therefore, again, Brighton were the better team, which, again, I'm going to say that should be shocking to say that Brighton's a better team over Chelsea, but it was the second time this season that is the case, and like I said, this season needs to end for Chelsea. Hopefully we do not drop any more points, but again, I don't see us really winning any games, maybe minus Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Those are the two games I can see us winning, but otherwise I don't see us picking any other points. 40 points might be where we sit at the end of the season, which again is quite remarkable. So I want to know what you guys think, so comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in our next video.